How did the Yankees lose this game? I mean, seriously, that's the only question I have after this. How the hell did the Yankees lose this game? How did the Yankees, who looked like they were on fire in the first two innings, 5 runs, got to Hauser early, he was out after 3. How did they lose this? And there is an answer, but let me start with how the Yankees got to this point, which is they got, again, to Hauser early. Judge single, Torres double, Donaldson sac fly that almost, barely was a home run. That led to a run. Then Cabrera walked, and then back-to-back singles by IKF and Gonzalez to make it 3-0. Then in the second inning, you had Hicks with an infield single. Judge with a weird check swing single. That's how you know everything's going right for him, as he's not only chasing the home run record, but also the Triple Crown. Stanton walks. That leads to Donaldson grounding to the shortstop. Bizarre era. 2 runs score. It's 5-0. The Yankees are in total command of this game. How do they lose it? I'll tell you how they lost it, because Frankie Montez was on the mound. I have done this rant a couple times this year, but once again, I would like to apologize on behalf of all people named Frankie for Frankie Montez, for just his pure existence. We are sorry. There are so many other, we do not claim Frankie Montez. He is not worthy of having the name that is shared by guys like Sinatra, Roosevelt, Ocean, Iero, Thomas, Pierce, Gambale, Stallone. Frank Stallone is a better representation of people named Frankie than Frankie Montez. Frank Stallone, the guy that did the soundtrack to Staying Alive, which is like one of the 5 worst sequels ever made. By the way, if you're ever in a really bad mood and you want to watch something really awful, watch Staying Alive. It's probably be less painful. As bad as it's probably less painful than watching this game tonight. But whatever. Frank Stallone is a better representation of people named Frankie and is more respectful. He's more decent at his job than Frankie Montez, who has been pretty much trash since he got here. What, 1, 2 good starts maybe? Just so many garbage games. 6 runs against St. Louis, 6 runs against Toronto, 4 against the Angels, 4 against the Rays, and then once again here tonight, he gives up. We're up 5-0, and he gives up the 3-run home run, and he never ever looked confident. That is the thing about Frankie Montez. He never looked confident. He never looks like he's got it under control. He always looks nervous. I mean, goodness gracious, if the Yankees actually trot him out as one of our 3 or 4 postseason starters, I'm going to lose it. Although it wouldn't be the worst thing the Yankees did. I feel like it wouldn't be out of the realm for the Yankees to do this. I mean, my gosh, Luis Castillo was sitting right there. He was sitting right there. Not only that, Jordan Montgomery was on your roster, a better pitcher. But no, we just had to go for Frankie Montez. Brian Cashman, you are going to hell for this. Anyway, so after that, they did give up a couple more runs with Lucky on the mound. Ground rule double to Adams, make it 5-4. Torres at the sac fly, makes it 5-5, which is just, oh boy. And then in the 8th, after IKF does make a good play on the, I believe, the ground out by Yelich, we are then reminded that IKF is still a shortstop, and he is not a shortstop. He's the shortstop for our team in this game, but he's not a shortstop, and we should probably stop trying to put a square peg into a round hole. He gets an error there. Hero scores at 6-5 after an inning that already had Loizaga giving up a walk, an infield single. At this point, I'm already accepting the loss. And then Josh Donaldson. My God, I mean, really, Josh Donaldson, I don't know why he did this, because he only caused us more pain. But Josh Donaldson, the Rain Man, gets us all wet, ties the game up with a 398-foot shot, 6-6. We're all feeling good about ourselves. And then a double by Renfroe. This is after Boone gets ejected. And right after Boone got thrown out of the game, after the really awful Andujar strike 3 call, I just knew the Yankees were going to lose. I feel like there's no better way for the Yankees to lose than for Boone to get thrown out. Boone's going to try to motivate the guys, and it's just not going to work. But Renfroe doubles. Wong grounds out Renfroe the third. Then the Yankees just go through all these weird defensive changes. They almost get out of it, but McCutchen walks, Carantini walks, and then he gives up a single to Mitchell, which I call not the Luis Castillo, that was probably more the Edgar Renteria, the liner just right through the center. The Edgar Renteria, that's reminded me of the game-winning single that he had in 97 for the Marlins against the Indians. But Mitchell with the single, Renfroe scores. The Yankees lose a crushing one here. That was, and as John Boy pointed out, I think he had the best analogy. This game might be the Yankees' arc for this season. Starting off really well, they're hitting great, the runs like there's no tomorrow, just scoring and scoring at will. And then something happens and it all falls apart, whether it's pitching, whether it's not hitting, and you lose games. That could very well be what the Yankees' season arc is. It wouldn't be surprised. it's weird because the Yankees will have these games like the last few days against Boston, and even though I just got riled up, I'm not gonna get too angry about this game because we did just win what 4 straight. We just beat Boston. They'll have these great wins like against Boston. They'll have these unbelievable performances that makes you think, wow, they've turned the corner. And then they'll have a night like this where they just blow such an easy winnable game, and it'll make you question everything. But look, I'm not gonna panic too much about this. Again, we've had a really wonderful run here so far in the last couple days. We really got back going after the first loss against the Rays. Then we won the 2 more in that series. Then we won 2 against Boston. This was a tough loss tonight, but we still have a few more games here. I'm not ready to panic yet. Let's see what Tyon and Cole can do tomorrow. This is a tough loss, though, because this is the kind of game where you just sit back and go, darn it. Especially, again, in this AL East. You don't want to give away anything. Yankees are back to a 5.5 game lead, which I think, again, is good. But you don't want to give away any winnable games. And this was such a winnable game where we had it in total command, and then a bunch of stupid things happened that caused this loss. And yes, Frankie Montez, please, I do not want to see you anymore. Go away. I cannot believe that the Yankees actually thought that was going to work. Could have had Taillon, could have had Monty, could have had Castillo, but no. Just had to go with Frankie Montez. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have news channel like to see, make sure you subscribe down below. I'll be back tomorrow to break down Yankees and Milwaukee Game 2. I pray that it goes better than this one. Take care and God bless.